And here we are, Friday afternoon. Oh yeah, overcast. There were some hints of sun rays during the day, nothing major. The morning forecast was that there will be like 20-21 degrees, but yeah, it's colder. Yeah, quite windy, even though before the wind was Yugo, brought some warm air with it, but yeah, now it's cold. Oh, some sun, as I said, some hints of sun. I said, okay, today at least we will be walking in the, not in the shadow or darkness. Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, quite a congestion. I don't know what is going on. Just before we came out, there were two ambulances going up and down, so I assume there could be some accident somewhere. Oh, but Lisa wanted to go for a walk. Okay, we'll be right back once again. Yeah, it's so cold and windy that I had to zip up. I was talking about that. These piles of leaves, and they are just left alone. And now the wind will blow them away around. Today the latest news regarding the Novo Mesto incident, the fatality one. Chucky, Lizzie, we cannot cross. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, finally. That was like 10 cars that we had to wait. So yeah, today police released the internal report findings regarding the Novo Mesto police administration and how they handled this case. So apparently on that day police locked 4 events in that or in front of that bar. So the first one was related to a juvenile female who apparently brought alcohol with her inside of the bar and got drunk, completely wasted, and so this was why the police came for the first time. Police also went inside, to speak with patrons and the staff, but they didn't check anything. They didn't done any, let's say, investigation, checked their IDs and so forth. And afterwards they realized in the investigation of the, let's say, homicide, that two two of the bouncers, security guards, didn't have any license. So that was one issue. Where when they were talking with the staff, they didn't check if they have licenses. Then there was the second event. Well, actually the third one, when there was a fight. So allegedly the perpetrator was the same as in the homicide. There were two victims. Both went to seek medical care, but they had declined to pursue any charges against the alleged attacker. And police then later figured it out that one of the victims was a juvenile, and according to the law, the police has a mandatory obligation to pursue any physical assault against such person. So you as an adult, you can pursue or drop the charges, but if you are an minor, juvenile, police has to pursue. So this was the second problem. Boi se, Lizzie, boi se. So, and the fourth event was, after, when they came and started investigating the, let's say, homicide. And then, of course, unrelated to this specific event or that night, internal report found out that there were some systematic irregularities regarding the police procedures, like that police officers didn't use body cams to record their official procedures, that police officers weren't carrying with them less than lethal tools, weapons, tasers. And this was then, they reported that this is due to the fact that very few of the police officers actually they have a proper training and certification to use them. But a lot of these, let's say, issues comes from the fact that police don't have a lot of personnel. There is a shortage of police officers, and funding for training, tools. But yeah, there were some things that police officers could done, let's say, when there was a first assault. They could, if it was indeed the same perpetrator, attacker, he could be arrested then, and apparently he fled also after the first attack, but then apparently came back. So yeah, and because of the report, the director of the Novo Mesto police administration resigned. So yeah, there are some systematic issues, but also some, let's say, tactical decisions that were made that contribute also in some way to one fatality. Okay, we will end on this point.